Today, the Republic of South Sudan received an award. An award is the decision of an arbitration. An arbitration court, when it sits to arbitrate, what it passes as a decision is called an award. So this is a decision of an arbitration which they passed today, which they announced today, the 26th of May 2026. This tribunal was constituted under the International Chamber of Commerce, ICC, but not ICC of Hague. Not the ICC of Hague, but it is International Chamber of Commerce, abbreviated ICC. This body is the body in charge of businesses. It arbitrates. And so after the dispute which we had with Vivacell, the Vivacell decided to commence or to raise a complaint to the ICC. Vivacell is the commercial name of NOW, Network of the World. Network of the World is a company. Is a company which was established and licensed by the Civil Authority of South Sudan, CANS, during the liberation struggle. For your information, we had our own telecommunication system during the liberation struggle. And it was called NOW. This NOW continued. It was licensed in accordance with the provisions of the New Sudan Telecommunication Act. It was licensed in 2002, 03, and from then now continue to operate. Now with the agreement coming in, telecommunication accrued to the national government. So there was no way whereby we can continue to operate our NOW. NOW decided to collaborate with other investors, and these investors decided to come up with an operator whose business name was known as Vivacell. Vivacell had other partners, including the SPLM. These people continued to operate before independence. In 2007, the NOW license was given to Vivacell, to the new consortium that constituted the Vivacell. This body continued to operate. And before it could operate, we amended the law, and Vivacell was licensed at the national level, not here, because it was not our competence. But it was licensed with understanding that it will operate in South Sudan, in southern Sudan by then. So it continued to operate. With that amendment, Vivacell was given a massive concessions. It was exempted from payment of all taxes and all other, and facilitated, given a real conducive atmosphere was created for Vivacell to operate. It was given 10 years exemption. In 2007, and this period ended in 2018. Now when the period ended, Vivacell was asked to start paying our dues because time without colors. Instead, they resisted and they demanded more extension of the concessions. This was not accepted, and as a result, an order was issued suspending the license of or operations of Vivacell pending meeting the required terms for their operation. We had started negotiating, and then out of a sudden there was Easter, and Vivacell requested that we adjourn and we go for Easter, after which we will come and resume negotiating. They left, and they could not come back up to now. Instead, they decided to institute proceedings against the government of South Sudan for an alleged breach. And they claim a sum of $2.9 billion. $2.9 billion. This what they call their losses, and interest. 2.9 was the amount, the initial amount they claim, plus interest. So the amount might have been bigger than that. That was the genesis of the crisis. Now we went to the court, and after going to the court, I'm pleased to report that the tribunal decision in the arbitration have substantially reduced the amount claimed against us. Substantially reduced. No, the amount is 2.9 billion. But with the efforts of our able legal team, we managed to defeat the case. There were 17 points which were raised to justify their claim of $2.9 billion. And out of these 17 points, we won 12 points. There was a balance of only five points from all the claims that were raised in order to support their case. As a result, and after thorough examination and presentations, the final award came out as $48,452,035. This is the amount that ended up in the arbitration. This is the amount that is said to be equivalent to the 5 points that we have lost in the arbitration. This amount is plus interest and cost. Of course, interest and cost, these are issues to be calculated. But the original amount is only 48 million, say 0.5. This is a very important point that we need to know. In arbitration, there is no loser and there is no winner. In arbitration, you must come up with something in the middle. This is why it is called arbitration. So you evaluate what you have achieved through the outcome. If you find that all that was claimed is gone, and whatever little that is brought here is there, then definitely you would say, I won the arbitration. So in this case, we have won the arbitration very highly. Because to bring down a figure from 2.9 billion to 48 million is a big thing. It is a great achievement, and one must be proud of that. This is the first case that we have faced in the international arena. Because we have been attending to other cases all this time, but this time we made sure that we must win this case. Vivacell had never been thankful to us. We have given them all the necessary concessions, and that is how they have come up with they took us to the court. So, our position was very clear, and this amount, which has been reduced now to 48 million point 0.5, say, we'll look into it. That is not the final position, because we have our own claims also. Vivacell had been operating here in South Sudan. We had given it 10 years concession, which they did not appreciate. And during these processes, we have also been looking forward because we need something also from them. We need them to pay for their spectrum, our spectrum that they have been keeping all this time, and so many other issues, so many other fees and charges that will be there. So we will continue. Our legal team will not stop here, but they will continue to follow up and work in collaboration with the NCA so that they come up with our claims. And then we make a set-off. We don't know who will be required to pay to the other. Because with this set-off later, when we enumerate our needs, our requirements, our claims, plus and compare it with what they have here, then this is a time when we will say, you either pay me or I pay you that little that will be left. But we'll make a set-off. We'll make a set-off. This is very important, and this is why we are here today, to declare to you that the case of Vivacell, the arbitration process has ended today. The rest, what is left, are mere minor issues, administrative issues that will be followed in the implementation or operationalization of the award. That is the situation in which we are. So, of course, all of you have been following up this case since then, and people had almost forgotten about it, because nobody had been talking about it. We have been working in silence with our able team of lawyers. I will be happy if the team of lawyers, you can get up so that people can see you. Who are those who work in silence? Those of you who work in silence, this is our team that work in silence, in collaboration with a British legal firm. They had been working together all this time. Please sit it. They have been working together all this time in silence, with sacrifices, and sometimes paying their own money in order to attend a sitting somewhere. These are the people whom we should really appreciate. We have not yet paid them up to now, but they decided to continue with their work because it is a commitment. They are committed South Sudanese. We have only paid off the British legal firm. These are the people whom we have paid off. But for them, we told them that they continued, and we have promised them that we will still pay your dues when we are in a position to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main objective of calling you today, to inform you that the Vivacell case is over. And As of today, we will not be talking about Vivacell case any longer, but we will be talking about other issues. What is left is how best will we make a settlement, or how will we make the set-off. And this is something simple that will be done accordingly. This was the main reason of calling you today, to inform you the Vivacell case is over and we have won it.